I'll tell you a story. The fifth Rebbe of Chabad, his name was Shalom Dovber. He was a Rebbe of Chabad, like all the Rebbes of Chabad. He's the leader, basically, of the whole world. Whether people knew it or they didn't know it. He was also in Russia, locked up in Russia. Only the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe, the son of the one who I'm telling the story about, he got out. And in 1940, he got out of Russia. I'm sorry. And the 1930, he got out of Russia. 1930, he got out of Russia. Excuse me. He got out of Russia in 1930. In 1940, he came to America. But now we're talking about that was the sixth Rebbe of Chabad. The fifth Rebbe of Chabad was Rabbi Shalom Dovber. He was a very holy person. He was a very active person. He, like the Lubavitcher Rebbe, like our Rebbe, right? He did a lot of miracles, was very great in the Torah. Our Rebbe. Oh, Rebbe. This is Shalom Dovber. Should I show you a picture of Shalom Dovber? You have a picture? Is it necessary? Here, let's why not? Here, you have a picture. 1 second. 1 minute. Picture of Shalom Dovber, the fifth Rebbe of Chabad. Here we go. Here we go. Shalom Dovber of Chabad. Here is a picture of him. I hope we have a picture. Oh, there it is. Picture of Shalom Dovber of Chabad. Why does it have to be covered? Why? Why do this? All right. Here it is. See? Here's a picture of Shalom Dovber. Oh, there's a nice picture. Fifth Rebbe of Chabad Lubavitch. Okay, back to me. Where is it? Here we go. Good. Not good. 1 second. What did I do? Here we go. Yeah. Oh, here I am. Here. Good. This is good enough. Here we go. Oh. Okay, so Shalom Dovber. Yeah, stop the share. There we go. So Shalom Dovber of Chabad, he was also in the time when Zionism began. Now, Zionism was a movement, was an atheistic movement that was designed to redefine the Jewish people and put an end to anti-Semitism. The Jews would be like everybody else. But what? Everybody else has every other race, whatever, as a country. So we'll have a country. And then we'll be like everybody else. And then people will stop hating us, right? People don't hate Frenchmen. People don't hate Irish people, right? Because they have their own country. Now, the Jews, we're a bone in the throat of everybody because we don't have our own country. So we'll have our own country. And so that was the birth of Zionism. That was the idea of Zionism. So one of the big chief Zionists was a person called Asher Ginsburg. His pen name was Echad Ha'am. And he happened to be from the family of Chabad. He was from a Chabad family, and he was a genius. The man was a genius, and he was a genius also in Talmud. In Talmud, he knew how to learn. And they tried to arrange a meeting between him and the Rebbe Rashab, Shalom Dovber, a meeting. And he used to say, this Asher Ginsburg would say, let the Rebbe come to me. I don't have to go to him. I have as many followers as he does, and I know the Torah like he knows the Torah. Okay, whether he knew the Torah like the Rebbe did, I doubt greatly, but he certainly did know a lot. And the number of followers, it could be that he had that number of followers, because Chabad was not that big. So he said, so anyway, finally, somehow or other, they met together. Okay, what was Asher Ginsburg's thing? I mean, he had been a religious Jew, and he knew the Torah very well, he knew the commandments, but he said that the only reason that a person would want to be religious was because he doesn't know what the world is. He doesn't know anything about the world. He lives in a cocoon, in a bubble, in this religious world of of the Torah, black and white world, and therefore he doesn't know what the world is. And if these people would know what the world is, how good the world is, philosophy and art and music and this, then they would leave Judaism. They would leave Judaism because they don't. That's what he said. So they met. Somehow or other, they arranged a meeting. And after the meeting, they asked the Rebbe, what do you think about Asher Ginsburg? And he said that there's a term in Judaism called an apikoros. An apikoros is a person who knows God and intends to rebel against him. He knows God. But a person that is ignoramus, he's an atheist, whatever, he doesn't know what God is, he can't be called a apostate. An apostate is somebody who really knows God and intentionally makes war against him. So he said, Asher Ginsburg, this Echaram, he's a person I can honestly say that he knows God and he intends to rebel against him. They asked Asher Ginsburg, what do you think about the Rebbe? He said, about the Rebbe, I can honestly say that he knows what this world is and he intends to rebel against it. He's not a person that lives in a bubble. He doesn't live in his little cocoon. He knows everything about the world, all the pleasures, everything. He knows what's available to the world, and he intends to rebel against it. Makir et olam hazeh umakaven limrod bo. That's what a Rebbe is. A Rebbe is a person that he wants to transform the whole entire world to heaven on earth, higher than heaven on earth. But in order to do that, you have to have a lot of defiance, you have to have a lot of courage, and you have to have a lot of inspiration and a lot of love for good things. Okay, now we're going to do the Yom Yom.